Oh, are you here for Rimworld? Oh, me too. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe what a coincidence that is. I'm always here for Rimworld. Every day of my life. I can do so much more. But I'm always here for Rimworld. I mean, I could act. I could sing. I could tell a funny joke. You people like a funny joke. But we're always just here for Rimworld. We just do something else. I love you, Milky Rat. No, don't go. Please. I'm so lonely. Well, there is truly only one way to cure this, isn't there? Today, we build a spaceport so that I can finally have a friend. Now, amid the comments of Vor and, milking-related concerns, there was at least a single sensible comment about how we should defend our spaceport. And this is roughly where I would put a spaceport if I had one. If I had any steel at all. Now, the problem with putting Spaceport to the entrance is that, sure, it would be very convenient for trade caravans or whatever else turns up, but it does make it quite a massive target for raiders and things like that. And as someone quite rightly pointed out, it would be terrible for Mr. Cringe's reviews. The TripAdvisor score would probably never recover if we got massacred at the Spaceport. And I think it's probably about time that old Mr. Cringe himself started paying off a little bit of that debt. Because, quite frankly, if we leave it any longer, it's going to be it's gonna be impossible. Let's get Sprinkles working on some sort of grand dining room then. Do we need to research the cash register so we can open a restaurant? Helps if you spell it right, genius. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that then. I still absolutely love the idea of having really manky Groopa Loopas. So Laffy is going to get a drill arm so that we can finally solve the steel problem. And I think we should avoid any kind of restorative bionics this time. So if someone loses an eye, you just leave it how it is. No replacement limbs, no replacement organs, just let them be scarred and brutalized by whatever happens. Just a Groopa Loopa with a casual drill arm there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, and of course, lactating. How can I forget that aspect? Oh, look at that. That is such an improvement on yesterday already. Well, I was checking the stockpile and I didn't even realize it. Look, we have our first theme park guest. Look at this. There's, what, 4 of them there? Hello. Wowee, I don't think we really made much money from that. You're in there playing the Oompa Loompas piano. Sorry, Groopa Loopas piano. Oh, God. I'm gonna get sued. My God, the bedrooms were a success. What did we set the price to on these? Was it 50 gold a bed? Something like that. Oh, well, what a fantastic start. Are they concerned about the price? No, they really don't care. They're actually kind of happy. There are enough guest beds for all of us. In that case, then, I definitely need to hurry up the shopping area so that we can try and sell them a little bit of chocolate on the way out. Let's go ahead and set up a brand new one here. Chocolate zone. Shopping area is set to chocolate zone. Then we should probably set every single guest we have to be entertained. I believe we can set it up by default. Always entertain any guests we have turn up. And always try and create friendships with them. The question is, who's our best entertainer? Oh, it's Mr. Cringe himself. Well, that seems very appropriate. And there he goes. Charm times 4. Dance, monkey, dance. No. I'm already seeing the logical conclusion of this. We're going to have creme brulee, the mint chocolate slime girl, fire off explosive cream pies at these Yorkshire Terriers. And I wish any of what I've just said made any sense. Every time it gets me. Finally, the perfect reward series. I mean, I can't deny this is certainly the most joyful time I've ever had killing Yorkshire Terriers. And the guests are so impressed by the show that we're putting on, they've left us a gift. 53 plasteel as well. They're absolutely amazed by your hospitality. Holy shit. Nothing says good hospitality like a Yorkshire Terrier coated in flaming tar. Now for the hardest choice of any slave driving chocolatier. What catchy name do we call our product? Okay, fine. Actually, we have to decide what we're going to serve in our restaurant. We could serve them the building blocks of the very hotel itself if we felt like it. Obviously, we have to serve chocolate. I feel like that's just part of the course. Same with milk chocolate, too. We'll put that on the menu. Chocolate latte milk choco half gallon. White chocolate? I don't know that we're making enough milk for that yet. These Groopa Loopas aren't working hard enough. Can we sell them the lavish desserts? Oh, we absolutely can. Gourmet dessert. There you go. Okay, that seems like a good idea. And then we'll call this hotel the Hotel Non-Copyrighted Mouse Shape. Or just non-copyrighted mouse. That works fine. 79 meals in stock that we can possibly sell to people. Who do you want allowed to shop here? Guests, colonists, prisoners, and slaves. One check slaves will make orders. What, we can make the... we can make the Groopa Loopas pay to be served at our own colony. That does seem a little bit backwards. I guess we'll just allow... We'll just allow guests for the timing. That seems a good idea. And the whole restaurant is covered by the cash register. Absolutely. Now we have to decide on who is going to serve everybody. What is it? Like under... It's under like waiting. Here we are. Mr. Cringe. We can have the slime girls run the restaurant. Even though apple pie is terrible. So creme brulee and apple pie. There you go. That's one of the big goals dealt with. Now all we've got to do is focus on the spaceport, and we are going to be turning absolute stonks for my good man, Mr. Cringe. Oh, sweet Laffy, you green-haired, orange-skinned piece of shit. You have done quite the favor for Mr. Cringe, my friend, and Mr. Cringe, he will not forget this. Oh, hey, look at that. Whoa. Not only the beds making a good amount of profit there too, but they're actually using the shopping area. It's not a massive amount of silver quite yet, but this is only the beginning. This is only what a group of 4 visitors. We're already off to an absolutely flying start today. We've already got the gift shop and the hotel done, both of which were very, very long-term things. And sure, of course, we'll make both of those a lot better. The spaceport beacon has been built, and we've got the 3 shuttle pads. This is the kind of basic start that we need to get the guests in, right? I need to find out if we can actually have this many shuttle pads going simultaneously. Because if we're only allowed to say 4 as a hard limit, this is going to start falling apart pretty fast. Let's take a look. It does say in Mr. Cringe's workshop shuttle pad manual that apparently we can configure the amount of guests we have turning up. And according to that very same workshop manual that Mr. Cringe has been consulting diligently with, there is no limit to the amount of shuttles that we can get in here. This could be massive. Laffy, my friend, I'm going to need an order of about 2,000 steel, if that's no problem, pal. Oh! Speak of the devil, hello, bloody hell. Wow, I thought we were the clowns, but no. Turns out the real clown car has been here all along. How the hell did you fit 2 muffalos on that shuttle? Hey? Holy shit, another trader shuttle just arrived. No. We need guests, not traders. So we can set that up so that we say visitors only, traders only, and then if you have hospitality, guests only for the pads too. I might have to swap that over. For the time being, I'm certainly not complaining about traders, given that we've got a lot of chocolate to sell. My god. Do you guys have any steel? Be quite handy. A combat supplier. You might have something useful. And the one person who does buy chocolate has 71 silver. All right, well, I'm gonna wipe you out. Very aggressive marketing here. You land at this place, Mr. Cringe is going to dash over straight away and take every single penny you've got. Brilliant. No, that's fine. Just as they started to improve relations with us, they realized, hang on a minute, here's a 700,000 silver. Big plans. Huge plans. Today is all about going a little bit too far, which is more or less every episode. Oh, yesterday we milked a Groopa Loopa, so it's very hard to top that, you see. This whole building here is going to be the factory floor. All of this is going to be the factory floor in here. We'll probably throw down a little geothermal generator on there. Opposite the Groopa Loopa house will be a room full of turrets, but again, we've got to make the guests visiting the factory believe that this is a kind, fun, happy place to work. Nobody wants to do a factory tour where they're going to see potentially Groopa Loopas gunned down en masse. So for the time being, this is just a plan out of granite blocks, I think it is. We'll obviously paint it all up. Ideally, we'll make it out of the mint chocolate chip blocks at some stage to give it a bit more magic to it. But what I'm going to put behind here when we get the research is A, turrets, and B, a bunch of retractable walls. That way, if all the Groopa Loopas are in bed, they decide to go on rebellion. We'll probably have these dotted throughout the factory, you know, as kind of a contingency plan. This will be a retractable wall, and then we'll hook it all up to a separate power grid. We'll flip the switch, all the walls will drop down, the turrets will turn on, and the Groopa Loopas will be horribly shot. Not killed, ideally. And we'll have those in places that matter. So again, immediately opposite that, this I was planning on turning into like a workroom. So this would be where our fabrication benches, our tailoring benches, etc. will go. This will be a stockpile for just kind of generic crap. You know, your generic Rimworld crap, cloth, components, that type of thing. This stuff over here is going to be the factory floor with the conveyors. And, you know, we'll need a big freezer in there for all of the chocolate ingredients and ovens and shit like that. Down here, no idea what I'm going to do with that bit. I've just kind of cordoned it off. This is going to be an area for animals, so we'll eventually roof over it. Well, maybe not roof over it, but obviously we've got to make sure we've always got food for them, right? And then the rest of it, like all of this stuff down here, I'm just going to concrete over the whole thing. Anywhere where crops aren't growing just is going to get concreted. Like a nice proper factory would. And then I've kind of left a gap at the front here. This is all going to get concreted too, but this will be kind of overflow storage. You know, kind of outside of factory fronts, you have a little gated section that's concrete for storing garbage, crap. Oh, or in this case, maybe human bodies. I haven't decided yet. So the other problem we've got, and it's a great problem to have right now, is look at all of these guests we have hanging around. Now, granted, this isn't too many for the time being, but we've got not enough beds for all of the guests. So next to the premium mouse hotel with the chocolate shopping area, and speaking of which, Kendra, checking out chocolate. You know you want it, Kendra. Kendra. Buy my chocolate, damn it. She did. Look, she bought 116 bars. Wow, for 240 silver. I assume those are selling at the standard price then. No, she's getting a good deal. 216 bars for how much? I think she just ripped us off. Are we selling them at a discount to these people? I don't think so. Maybe she just bought all the cheap ones and it's only the good ones left over. That's a little sus. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. 44 Masterwork chocolate for 182 silver. 44 Masterwork silver for 182. 750. Well, 750 times 44. 330. Are we selling them at half price or something? I mean, look, we can't... We've actually got way too much to sell to traders. So, I'm just going to let them have it. Even if we sold everything to every trader, as I have been doing, we've still got boatload left over, right? So, fine. I won't complain. They're getting it at a discount because they're also paying for the beds. So, I think it all kind of works out fine. It's like genuinely not much more effort to get a good 50... I mean, it's only 1,500 silver. It's not massive, but this is like one guest group just today. And that happened the next day, the next day, and the next day. We're going to be making a fortune. If we can get to that point when we're passively making more money than the interest is going up, that's going to be massive. What are these? Masterwork hedges. Oh, good. Good, that's going to make all the difference. This is going to be our kill box. I'm building out of hedges because, again, you know, guests don't really want to see a massive gauntlet where people are mowed down en masse by bullets. Or in this case, clown horns and cream pies. That is like a fantastic name for something. Stay was okay, score 45. Well, before they leave, I want to see what was wrong with them. Had to pay a fee. Had to pay a fee for my bed. It's a hotel! What do you want from me? Are you dicks? What's wrong with you? It's got high expectations. Yeah, because we've got so much wealth and because this place... I mean, the hotel is literally made from chocolate. That's quite decadent as far as hotels go. The real problem is, no, my milky rat died of malnutrition. Oh. Anyway, like I was saying, the fairly obvious problem is it's a shit sty. There's literally blood on the floor and animal shit. I feel like the biggest and best research we could hope for right now is bins. Maybe we've already got them. Bin. Do we already have them? And oh, no. Was that a trash bin? It actually does act as the way a regular bin would. Oh, we have regular bins too. Oh, shit. No, I'm never going to financially recover from that. We're going to have to pay them like purple or something. Magic bins. Oh, I mean, that's kind of huge though, isn't it? Normally, I look at things like complex electronics and I think, hey, that's pretty good. You know, radio's going to make all our people slightly happier. I don't give a shit how happy slime girls and filthy, disgusting Groopa Loopas are this time around. But for the guests, though, that's massive. Give me that. I'm sorry. It was entirely out of my hands. The Groopa Loopas have unionized. On the plus side, now we can save money on turrets and slave collars and spend it entirely on delicious desserts. And looking at the positives here, it's really not a bad thing for the park as a whole. Now the Groopa Loopas can work in the restaurant, they can wait on the guests, and this unlocks the entertain job type for them, which I would argue is pretty damn important given that we've got quite a few mods in this pack that let them sing and dance, all of that they weren't able to do before. And given that Groopa Loopa are famous for two things, one is unbridled cruelty versus children, the other is singing and dancing. Oh, Dr. Hung. What happened? I feel like this isn't a terrible outcome at all. In fact, it kind of makes more sense than the way we had it set up before. The only downside is now they have a recreation need and they will have that dessert issue rectified. That means we have to pay them in delicious desserts, but given that we've got 1 or 2 cocoa beans, 1 or 2 or 83,000, we need to build, in addition to everything else going in this park, some sort of dance hall, some sort of entertainment center, a theater. A Groopa Loopa theater. What the hell's going on in my car park? Hey! Either come in and buy some chocolate or get out of here. No. Oh, God, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Are they in a relationship or is this just they're just friends? They're just friends. They're not even like good friends either. Good God, what is wrong with you people? My chocolate hotel is being defiled by Muffalo after Muffalo. I'm supposed to be here buying... I mean, to be fair, they are paying for the beds, so I can't argue with it too much. But they're letting their Muffalo shit all over my chocolate house. I even thought to myself, oh, I'll put down like a lot of bins because the guests will get upset if it's constantly filthy. Oh, I'll just put down 4 bins. It's over the top. It's a little ridiculous, but it should be able to keep up. No. I did not anticipate the tsunami of Muffalo sleuths that would be entering my delicious chocolate hotel. A shuttle from Discordia is landing. Are you bringing more Muffalo? Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Much appreciated. And I guess on the subject of things that are a abundant and staggering waste of steel, I've started concreting over the entire map. Hold on a second. When did we run out of actual food? We haven't got any at all? Horrible mismanagement. They've been eating nothing but chocolate and dessert since winter started. Oh no. Now, apparently the sweet tooth meme that is part of our ideology stops our people getting diabetes. And in this case, given that they've been eating nothing but bars of chocolate for months on end, I think that's probably worked out fairly well. Maybe, is a thought, maybe we could grow like a little rice. We got like a little rice or something like that. No! They just bought 4 more. It's more Muffalo than people. And with this final little section done here, the factory floor is ready for us to actually, do something with it. Problem is, Mr. Cringe is a very lazy boy and hasn't researched anything yet in the automation variety. And now that these bloody Loopas are unionized, I can't sit there and force them to work all day every day. So we're going to need this automation as soon as possible. Where's your hat? What is your hair? Oh, it's got anime hair. I don't like that. Why has Dr. Hunk got a permanently scarred face? What happened to you? His nose is shattered. Oh. So the plan is, let's have the front part, the kind of theme park area. We'll build that little entertainment center where the Loopas can dance and people can pay them. Throw down a couple more hotels. We'll throw down maybe a proper restaurant as well. Things like that. This side, we're going to have it very whimsical, very magical. Lots of decorations, flags, and fancy little mushrooms. You got to make it feel like a magical kingdom down here. And then on the other side of the wall, just pure brutalism. Sharp corners and concrete as far as the eye can see. The only exception, of course, being, the area where we grow just a staggering amount of crops and then Cringe's mansion. I do kind of want to throw up a big kind of raw iron wall around the entire mansion. I think that'd be kind of fun, just to keep the Loopas, just so the Loopas know that they're not in the same bracket as Cringe. Then I've also diverted the entrance down a different, I've given the Spaceport its own path as well. Not only will that defend them from the raiders, but that lets us go for the slightly darker aspect of the park. When we've paid off the Mafia, we want to get our revenge, we can send them down, you know, like a little bit of a journey, a little path. Bonus points, of course, for whimsical theming on the murder tunnel, if we can pull it off. Otherwise, just having them march to their death in somewhere or another would be fantastic. That would be a lot of fun. Gotta keep it hidden from the guests, though. That's why it's all on a separate grid, or at least will be. So if anyone has any suggestions for whimsical death tunnels, now, the more fun it is, the better. We're not looking to make an efficient kill box. We're not going to fill a room with turrets. I want to give them a little bit of hope that they might see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I want them to have some issues if they try and retreat. That's the other important thing. We could use the retractable walls, I don't think we've actually done the research for it yet, to seal the entrance as they go in, but open up the, like another block immediately next to it. So they have to go around in a giant loop. That way, if they want to retreat, if they want to escape, they have to walk all the way through the maze. What the hell is happening? Will you be staying with us long, sir? Unbelievable. Well, I was about to say that not only is the second hotel now entirely finished, but it is also very whimsical. I've built a lot of mushrooms everywhere. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how else I'm going to make it a magical wonderland. We're kind of limited on the decoration front in that regard. I would argue, and this might be a strong thing to say, I would argue that not having a bunch of slaves hanging around is probably a step towards it being a bit more of a magical wonderland. Controversial, I know. So we're going to charge slightly less for this one here. What am I charging, like 50 per bed in the more luxury one? Is it even that much more luxurious? Let's actually take a look here. 6.5 beauty in the room. 8.2. Oh, good. Yeah, no, of course. That carpet has really made a massive difference. What if we make the floors out of actual chocolate? Will that make much of a difference as well? Beauty of 1. I guess I could go actual luxury carpets. I do like the candy cane floors. Those would be good. Diamond tiles. We could have one hyper premium room. We charge like 20,000 silver a night. No one would be able to afford it, of course, but it would be a hell of a flex, wouldn't it? Solid diamond hotel room. Ah, now that's what we like to see. Big groups of the more purple color traders are actual visitors, people paying for the beds. These fuckers with the goddamn muffalo trampling my chocolate. I dread to think of how much they've eaten. None of these muffalo have diabetes. I'm charging you for that if they do. I suppose the real question for whether or not all of this today was a success, did we earn more silver than the interest went up by? Because if we can do that, then, I mean, we've done it, right? That's it. We've hit critical mass. We have to stay consistent with our own growth, though. Otherwise, the loan will obviously outpace the amount of silver that we're getting. But the second we get, I mean, look, well, that's 17 more silver. I feel like we're getting ripped off by this shop. The second we get a little bit of factorization, we are, like, we're good. Then we're in a fantastic place. Security glass would be good for the factory, I suppose. Non-lethal weapons? Tear gas launcher, just in case we get any more muffalo incidents. I can get behind that one. I was about to unironically complain about them not building the conduits, then I realized we have no steel. And then it dawned on me, yeah, no, that does make a lot of sense. When you pave over a good 1/8 of the map, probably would run out of steel. Why is Laffy not... Laffy, why are you not deep drilling, Laffy? Oh, you're mining. Is that diamonds? The Diamond Hotel dream is back on. That would be a bigger flex, I think, for Cringe to go from being 700,000 silver in debt to having a room of solid diamond. No one's going to be able to afford a solid diamond room. Cringe, I don't want to alarm you, but this leads to factory basics, my friend. I mean, we need fabrication anyway. I mean, hooray, fabrication. That's great. This leads to exactly what we need. Oh, if we could prepare for starting work on the factory tomorrow, that would be golden. That would be an incredible outcome. Please put back on your top hat. I'll be honest, you're kind of freaking me out without it. Top hat. Right, let's make a replacement one of those. I don't like that at all. Oh, hello. Your spaceport beacon has detected a shuttle approaching on your spaceport auto nav. Its transponder has been disabled and all attempts to contact crew that may be on board have failed. Kinematic analysis of the shuttle's trajectory and acceleration... so many words. They seem to suggest it could hold heavy cargo. Could be something valuable, or it could be a trap. Do we want to allow the shuttle to hide, or shut it down? You know I gotta do it. You know what? You cannot give me a gamble and not expect me to do it. Blutus, what in the name of hipster Groopa Loompa bullshit is that? How dare you? Are you not unionizing beards? That's against the rules. Let it land. Let it land. Hello? There it is. Is this it? No, this isn't it. Hello? Mysterious shuttle. There it is. Contents unknown. We gotta go and investigate it. Not allowed? Approach with caution. What do we do? Well, I have no idea what we do with it. You want to go punch it, I suppose? Hello? Shuttle inspection. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Cataphract armor. I will admit, the Loompas, Groopas, oh lord. The Groopas in Cataphract armor would be an incredible sight. Well, 1,200 more silver to our debt. That's pretty nice. The worst part is, by robbing that shuttle that landed at our port there, we've officially done more piracy now in this entire pirate series that we just did. Bluedus is now officially more of a fearsome pirate than Space Pirate Captain Bucko Drink. I mean, that's incredible. And there we have it. You now have the technology to build a fabrication bench, the start of the actual factory itself. Not only that, but very on brand to what I was talking about earlier, we've also got weird defense ideas that popped up here, including such lethal designs as Lego and a stray plug. So I think we'll definitely add that onto our list. This has been a real slog. I'll be the first to admit it. It's been a lot of preparing the foundations for everything else to happen. The spaceport was a long time being built and clearing the area and preparing that one. Concreting over the massive area for the factory. Bit of a pain in the ass. The hotels and anything built out of this mint choco stuff is a complete nightmare to craft in the first place because you have to make 3 other things and then bring them all together. But we've got the basis more or less for everything we need now, right? We've got to fill the factory up with a bunch of shit. We've got to expand out the spaceport, you know, add in the fuel system, which we haven't really touched on at all yet. Add some proper entertainment for the guests, try and keep them as high score as possible. But the important thing is we've made nearly 30,000 silver just passively ticking up there. Almost no intervention from me has gone into that. That's all been guest buying the chocolate from the shop, if you can call it that. But then also paying for... Oh! But then also paying for, you know, like the hotel rooms, the shuttle fees, whatever else involved with that. This has all just been kind of ticking up quietly in the background there. And I quite like that. The business is starting to run itself a little bit. I am quite excited now that everything is all smoothed out to see what we could do with the kill tunnel, for lack of better word. It's one thing to have a kill box, another thing to have a fully decorated, fancy-looking, very, very nicely maintained kill tunnel. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I've heard rumors of a particular factory upgrade coming for Mr. Cringe very, very, very soon. Maybe, in fact, arriving tomorrow. So that is really going to help add a little character to things here. And speaking of adding character, of course, now that everything is smoothed out and working fine, all of those name requests I asked for in the first episode for the random faction visitors, I don't have runtime GC this time around, specifically so that characters that visit in spaceports will be, obviously, they'll fly away and they have a chance of going back, so they won't be unloaded from the game because we don't have runtime GC basically keeping that cleared out all the time. We're going to have so many recurring guests, I hope, during the course of this, and weird little stories that pop up just in the background passively. Little social fights breaking out between, you know, 2 characters that have been named from the names list in the first episode. It's going to be some bizarre shit happening, especially with the raiders. That's going to be a lot of fun. I don't normally like talking about the bugs and the behind-the-scenes crap like this without there being a real justifiable reason for it, and I think a day delay due to the game being so incredibly slow. I basically just said struggle through it, and let's just get it done. But it got to the point where it was so incredibly slow, and we had such a big task of building the factory and everything else in front of us. I had to, you know, I couldn't keep going without it being fixed as soon as possible. So apologies for no episode yesterday, but hopefully now everything is, like I said, smooth sailing from here on out. And we've got some, I think, pretty incredible stuff lined up with some little bonus mods coming out here and there. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for bearing with Mr. Cringe. The best is still yet to come. Thank you to Voodoo Mumbo, Grilled Bears, Ziggy117, Archbishop Gogolus, Necrophilin, Huntsman, Mothbot, The White Fox God, Evan Crocker, Sir Jordanius of the Filth, Vinra, Grayson Tagger, Oliver, Speedy, and El Scorchio82 for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you all for your support over there. And thank you to Magister Militant, Mini, Plondo, Pink Photon, Freaking Satan, Lunatic Sendy, Hjorta123, Foxy Cogs, Buzzy B, Ever Vigilant 1, Bug888, Stormcrower, and Sandy Who Is. See you all tomorrow. Patrons, before I forget, there will be an update video going up very soon about 1 or 2 things that will hopefully be resolved very shortly. And then business as usual. See you all then.